Hey, how you guys doing? This is Rich from Rich TV Live. So, just trying to figure out what's gonna happen here tomorrow. You guys have any guesses? Anybody have any guesses what's gonna happen in the markets tomorrow? So, kind of predicting that the markets are going to be red again tomorrow, and that the coronavirus stocks are going to explode. And a couple coronavirus stocks have been talked about all weekend long. So I think we should be ready and prepared for something crazy, because I have a feeling we're going to have a crazy week, guys. Crazy week. I predict we're going to have a crazy week, and that coronavirus stocks are going to once again probably take the spotlight again this week. It's kind of what I'm anticipating. It's not what I want. It's not what's best for me. It's just what I see happening. Yo, what's up, man? How you guys doing, man? RTTR to the moon? What else? Give me your picks, guys. IBIO, guys. I found out that IBIO is on the World Health Organization website. IBIO is on the World Health Organization website. I think that's pretty huge. I don't know about you guys, but I think that's pretty huge. IBIO on the World Health Organization website. What do you guys think about that? IBIO on the World Health Organization website. I think that's pretty crazy. And one of the reasons why IBIO exploded. IBIO, TOMZ. People have been talking to me about TOMZ all weekend long, guys. TOMZ. Put on your watch list. Put on your radar. RTTR, IBIO, TOMZ. What else, guys? What else is going to move tomorrow? What else is going to be popping tomorrow? Anybody have any guesses, any clues, any hints, any ideas? What are you guys thinking? I want to know what you guys are thinking. I'm thinking we're going to have a big red day tomorrow. And I'm thinking that coronavirus stocks are going to have another crazy week. Guys, PAT, the mask company, like who knows how high that's going to go. But man, everybody needs masks. So I can't see how PAT goes down. It could go down temporarily, which will probably create a buying opportunity, and then it's going to go right back up because people are going to keep buying masks. So PAT, the mask company, that's got to be on everybody's watch list. Has to be. Gilead, GILD, one of the biggest vaccine companies in the world, they got to be on everybody's watch list. What else, guys? What other picks? QGEN. You guys heard about QGen? QGEN? Believe that's the one. I don't got my notes in front of me, but I'm hearing a lot of good things about them too, potentially being another giant. Some of you guys like 3M. I know 3M is actually not done very well, but they might do well, considering they are in the mask business too, from what I hear. APT, it's the mask company, man. What does low float and high float mean? Float is the amount of shares that a company has. So if a company has 100 million shares issued and outstanding and 20 million shares in the float, that means out of their 100 million shares, 20 million of them are out there to trade in an electronic form. 80 million are still available on the shelf for them to divvy out for whatever they choose. So when a company has 20 million shares in the float, that's a tight float. In my opinion, anything under, depending on the size of the company, but anything under 50 million is what I would consider a very tight float. Even 100 million could be considered a tight float depending on the size of the company. Some companies don't have tight floats, but they're still huge companies like Apple. Apple has billions of shares, I believe over 4 billion shares. So some companies don't have a tight float, but they're still huge companies. So they can justify all those shares because they make a lot of money. So, I mean, every company is different, but to me, a tight float is typically 50 million shares or less. Even 100 million shares or even 250 million shares, depending on the size of the company, could be considered a tight float as well. So I like to look for companies that have tight floats. Tight floats get me excited because those are the stocks that move. So when you hear me talk about a company and then I talk about the share structure, I talk about momentum and how momentum can't be explained and how it's a very interesting thing and you can ride momentum and sometimes momentum just keeps going. I've always been a big fan of the big mo, you know, like just riding momentum because it can take you very far. It can take you places. So I just think Chrono stocks are like a wave right now. We got to take advantage of it. People want to compare this to the flu and stuff. Guys, they don't lock down 60 million people because of the flu. We got to stop saying that. It's like people have been saying that for 5 weeks. Like, let's get real, okay? They don't lock down a country like China, the largest economy in the world, for the average flu. You don't lock down 60 million people because of the flu. You don't, doctors are not dying because of the flu. If this was just the flu, then nobody would be worried. Clearly, this is not the flu. I find it comical that people still want to talk about this being not even as bad as the flu. Floor, you made it. Did you get an alert? Did you get an alert this time? OPGN. Yes, OPGN. I've been getting alerts on OPGN all weekend. Is it OPGN or QGEN? QGen, or is that a different one? OPGN. I don't know. I don't got my notes in front of me right now. I'm just driving. I think it's going to be red tomorrow. I hope I'm wrong, but I'm thinking it's going to be red. That's my prediction. Yeah, the VIX, the volatility index, I believe will continue to go up. It'll probably continue to go up because we're in a very volatile time. We have people now that have died in the United States, Thailand, and Australia due to the coronavirus. I can't see how the market goes green after that news. I just don't. The outbreak is now spreading, not just in China, but in Italy, Iran, and South Korea. So now 4 countries are having massive outbreaks. People are dying in all of those countries, and I don't think that those people think it's a joke at this point. Pretty sure they think it's quite serious. I believe it's quite serious. I've thought it was quite serious since day one. So it's unfortunate. People don't want to take this serious until it's too late. We did have a window of opportunity to prepare ourselves. Some did, some didn't. And now we are where we are. There's 67 countries worldwide have this virus. And I predicted 100 countries. We're now at 67. I predicted we would have deaths in the United States and Canada. We now have the first death in the United States. I predicted that. Canada so far has been blessed without a death, but I don't think that's going to last. Yeah, gold's been going down too. Even gold's been going down. It's a very sad time. I never anticipated 2020 would start with us having to wear masks. So clearly I'm not wearing a mask. I don't want to, but I mean, I never imagined living in a world where I had to wear masks. So, or where my kids have to wear a mask. So it's pretty scary because this is now in 67 countries and we don't have a cure. We don't have a cure. Not fully yet. Vu Dang says, watch for dust gold mining. Thank you for the pick. Even the gold stocks took a hit this week. So it's been a really crazy week. Just when you think you figured out some type of momentum, some type of pattern in the market will just flip on its head, man. Yeah, if they find a cure, coronavirus stocks could drop overnight. Absolutely. And the company, if they're public, that finds the cure will explode. That's why a lot of them are flying right now. But if I was, if I'm you guys, and I will be trading tomorrow, and I will be taking advantage of this coronavirus hype, I'm not going to lie. I realize how risky it is. But as an investor, it's an opportunity. It is. And I'm not going to sit there on the sidelines while stocks are going up hundreds and thousands of %. So we're going to identify the best picks, and I'll be momentum trading tomorrow. If the coronavirus stocks are flying again tomorrow, I'll be buying them. I promise you that. And I'll be taking my money and I'll be running and I'll be staying in cash. I won't be holding these stocks overnight because crazy things can happen overnight. Like you could find a cure and then they would all crash, or one company could find the cure and they'll explode and everything else will crash, or an outbreak could happen and they could all explode, or some news could come out that says that, they're slowing it down and they found a vaccine and they could all go down. So it's a very volatile time for investors. Extremely risky. It's like a casino right now. Investing has turned into the casino with really big highs and really big lows. So yeah, I would be in a cash position. I would stay in cash. If you're going to momentum trade, just get in and out, put your stop losses in, protect your equity, and just try to build your vault and just accumulate cash, and take advantage of opportunities and buy the best companies on the biggest dips. The bottom may not be in. We may see much worse. A lot of people are predicting that the market was going to crash anyways, and it was overvalued, and this is just an excuse now, the coronavirus, to crash the market. I mean, who knows what the truth is, but the reality is the market's probably going to consistently go down for now until we figure out some type of solution for this coronavirus. Do you guys agree with me or disagree with me? Am I right or am I wrong? Am I crazy? What do you guys think? You know what, Frank? I'm not sure. I'd have to look into that. I mean, there's always a chance the market could go back up. It's called quantitative easing. If they want to buy it up, I guess they can buy it up. But it might go lower before it goes up. NVAX could do well tomorrow. I agree with you. I agree. It could totally spark a recession. We're talking about a global outbreak of a deadly virus. Yeah. It could spark a recession. Of course it could. It could spark more than a recession. It could spark what I've been saying for 5 weeks, a global pandemic. We're talking about more than just a recession. I'm talking about, loss of lives all over the world. I think we've had loss of lives now close to 10 countries. So it's pretty bad. It's like, as it stands, it's pretty bad. So, considering this is just getting started and we don't have a solution yet, I can't see how it gets better before it gets worse. And that, as an investor, leaves me in a position where I'm very cautious. So looking at the markets, I'm thinking we're probably going to have another red day. Very, very likely we're going to have another red day. What do you guys think? Is anybody looking at the futures market right now? Can anybody see how gold is trading right now? Can anybody see how the futures market is trading right now? Is the market red right now? Yeah, PULM is an interesting one. I started talking about PULM in 2017. It was one of the first companies I ever talked about on my show. So they've had some big runs. They've gone up, they've gone down, they've gone up, they've gone down. So yeah, I'll be looking at PULM. Thank you for the pick. Wow, wow. Are you for real, man? Just got cut off. Harsh. It's a very harsh reality. SPY's down 2.5%. There it is. That's brutal. Australia stock down 2.6%. There you go. There it is. So we're going to have another red day tomorrow, and coronavirus stocks are probably going to explode. So keep your eye on CODX, keep your eye on IBIO, keep your eye on GILD, keep your eye on mRNA. I mean, there's a huge list of coronavirus stocks that we've been watching. NVAX, NNVC, AEMD. Big list. Big list. And people have been asking me to talk about TOMZ. So TOMZ, guys. I think QGen, KGEN. I don't have my list in front of me, man, but it's a big list, man. It's a big list of coronavirus stocks, and personally, I think that's the best place to make money right now. If you want to ride momentum, I believe it's in coronavirus stocks, RTTR. So if there's any others that I'm not thinking about, or I need to be looking at, or I need to be focused on, please let me know. DYAI? All right. Okay. Lake, yes, Lake. Thank you for Lake. So I've been putting together lists, and I've been doing videos on this, and I'm going to continue to. I'm really looking at IBIO tomorrow very carefully. RTTR as well, very carefully, because they're still relatively cheap compared to some of these others like APT that's exploded, CODX that has exploded. So some have already exploded. So looking for some that have yet to explode. One that has yet to explode that I think that could, ONCY. Keep your eyes on ONCY. They haven't exploded yet. I have a feeling that they could. So keep it on your watch list, keep it on your radar. Just have this feeling that they could do well. Yeah, the United States is going to have to do something, because I have a feeling that this is going to spread really fast across America. And I don't think America is ready for what's coming, which is very, very scary. I don't think any country is ready for what's coming. Yeah, New York Stock Exchange trade ability. People don't want to spread the coronavirus. TTNP. Keep sharing those pics, guys. Keep sharing those pics. If there's anything else that you think will be popping, please let me know. Share with the community. If you guys like these videos, smash the like button. We got 60 people here and 16 likes. Thank you guys for the 16 likes, but we gotta get that likes game up. Man. We're live, we're interactive, we're talking the markets. Giving you guys winners before the market explodes. Giving you winners before the market opens. And we're talking about what is gonna happen before it happens, so you guys can win. And I'm telling you, man, there's a lot of coronavirus stocks that have been hot, and I'd stay away from everything else pretty much, to be honest with you. The only reason why I'm buying cannabis stocks right now, and I have been actually this week, last week, the last time the market went down, cannabis stocks went up. So for some reason I have a feeling like if the crash does happen in the markets, cannabis stocks might explode, because cannabis stocks have been going down while the market has been exploding. So if the market does crash, cannabis stocks might benefit from it, and they might explode. Obviously, coronavirus stocks are benefiting from it, and they're exploding. So I think that coronavirus stocks and cannabis stocks might be some of the best places to put your money right now, in my opinion. And I like gold, and I like gold stocks, but even gold took a hit last week, and gold stocks. So I'm going to want to see how the market reacts over the next couple hours here before I make a decision on whether or not I'm bullish on gold right now. But I'm assuming that since the market is down right now, that gold is going up. I'm assuming, but I haven't looked. So just wanted to talk about some of the picks that you guys think could be making some big moves. The gold futures are still down, so there you go. So even gold is down, so everything's going to be down tomorrow. Damn. Now's the time to short. Now's the time to buy puts. Now's the time to bet that things are going to go down, not up. And based on this, coronavirus stocks are going to be in play all week again. Yeah, you know, that's the weird thing about Visa and MasterCard is, you know, could people potentially overextend themselves, get into too much debt, and not pay their Visa and MasterCard? That's the other side of it. There's a possibility of that. I mean, that's the risk when you're investing. I mean, there's always a risk involved. So I thought about that. I just thought as safe haven plays, not suggesting they can't go down, but I do think that Visa and MasterCard will withstand more than most companies out there because of the fact that they have huge cash positions and that they make so much money on interest. And people are going to be at home buying things with their credit cards because more and more they're going to be wanting to stay home. They're going to be ordering food. They're going to be wanting things delivered. I just see Visa and MasterCard benefiting from that greatly. Now, yeah, some people are going to default on their credit cards. There's no doubt about it. So there's that side of the fence you got to look at too. So it's a good point. I did think about that, but I still think that Visa and MasterCard, yeah, maybe they might go down, but I think long term they're pretty safe bets. CLX, Clorox Bleach Maker. I like AIM. I like AIM. I was looking at them last week. But yeah, long term, nobody knows how this is going to affect the world because this is still so new. None of us know how it's going to affect anything. It's only been around for like a quarter. So in 3 to 6 months, when companies start reporting their revenue growth or lack thereof, that's where I think we're going to really see the markets get hurt, because then you're going to see a dramatic drop off in revenue. And it's going to be significant because you're talking about the largest economy in the world that is essentially in lockdown. What businesses thrive in Haiti? Haiti is a country that doesn't have much infrastructure. It's a third world country, so I have no idea what businesses are thriving in Haiti. I know the Dominican Republic is attached to Haiti, and they're sharing one island, and one half is Dominican and the other half is Haiti. And in the Dominican Republic, they thrive off of tourism. And the Dominican Republic just got their first case of the coronavirus. So it's kind of scary, you know, like, where are you going to go to escape this? You know, it's already in 67 countries. Roku is a buy. People are going to be sitting at home watching and streaming shows. So content is king for sure in these circumstances. Steven says, I'm studying Bitcoin on my free time. Pretty interesting. I like Bitcoin. I've been using Bitcoin for years now, and I like it. I'm comfortable with it. I've been using it for quite some time. And through my trading academy, I get paid in Bitcoin. So I'm really, really big fan of Bitcoin. I like GBTC. If you like Bitcoin, and if Bitcoin goes up, GBTC will go up. Yeah, mRNA. Definitely a good one for tomorrow. Netflix went up. People are spending more time watching Netflix at home, so Netflix price went up. You know, the Netflix stock went up. So, I mean, there are going to be companies that will benefit from this crisis. Coronavirus stocks, obviously. Some companies like Netflix. And then the rest of the market will really bleed, especially companies that have a lot of exposure to China. What I mean by exposure, they're doing business in China. Companies that are doing business in China will be heavily exposed. And companies like Apple, for example, could be dramatically affected financially. Companies like Disney are taking a huge hit. So these are the things that we need to look at as a community, as investors. And if we identify these trends in advance, we can take advantage of the opportunity. Yeah, Tesla could go way down. I mean, I think all these stocks could go way down. Remember, we've been way up, so the market needed an excuse to come back down. We've been in the middle of a market melt-up. When I predicted the market melt-up, I never anticipated a global epidemic. So that kind of like just throws that prediction out the window at this point, because this global epidemic now has taken over the headlines. It's everywhere. Everywhere you look, you hear coronavirus now. It's taking over the headlines. It's the biggest news of the day everywhere you go now. Coronavirus. That's all you hear. Coronavirus, coronavirus, coronavirus. Yeah, I mean, some people are predicting that this bubble had to burst, so that's kind of what this is. So we'll see where, what everything looks like when it comes out in the wash. But like I said, how do you predict for a global pandemic? Pretty hard to predict it. Never seen it in my lifetime. 42 years on this planet, never seen anything like this before, and it's very serious. And I said it was serious since day one. I was concerned about humanity, and I'm still concerned about humanity. There's over 3,000 people dead worldwide in 67 countries right now, so 88,000 cases worldwide. So the way this is spreading, we'll be at 100,000 cases worldwide pretty quickly. INO is a good one. RTTR, IBIO, I like all three. I like what you're thinking. See, now I like the way you guys are thinking. This is what opportunists do. Opportunists take advantage of a trend. We are clearly in a trend. Clearly. The whole market is going to be in a discount, I agree. And I'm sitting in cash, but I'm just going to be playing coronavirus stocks until I see the bottom. Because who the hell knows what the bottom is? We may not see the bottom until we find a cure. And that cure could take a year to 16, 18 months from now. So all bets are off right now, man. Right now, everybody's in survival mode as far as I'm concerned. VXRT, yes. NVAX, GILD, VXRT. Yes, the Korean outbreak is ridiculous. They literally are having more new cases daily than China. ONCY is one I like, yes. And they haven't exploded yet. One of the reasons why I like ONCY is they haven't exploded yet. So we could get in on that one at the bottom and ride that bad boy right up. I'm actually really excited about ONCY. I'm glad that you brought that one up. I really like it. Thank you guys for the 32 likes. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. You know what? I've never really looked at LGND. Is that another coronavirus stock? I haven't really seen that stock. I'm not really familiar with it. LGND. It's a coronavirus stock? Water stocks. Smart. I like the way you're thinking. Natural resources, commodities, Can't go wrong, right? Nestle? Bottled water. Yeah, good point. People are going to need water delivered to their homes. Yeah, if a GILD drug works, then, you know, we'll be in a much better place. I hope it does work. We need a solution for this, man. Believe me. We need a solution for this quickly before it becomes much worse and we're all at risk. Because what happens a lot of times with these things is they mutate. And then once they mutate, they become even more dangerous and more deadly. So we need to be very careful. There's a lot of us, our friends, our family, people we love that are going to be at risk. And this is going to be in all of our communities, in all of our neighborhoods, in all of our cities, in all of our countries, and all over the world. It's just a matter of time. Yeah, it's just going to be hard to determine what the bottom is of these markets because this coronavirus just started, guys. Started December 1. We're March 1. Like 3 months. Nobody knows. Nobody knows nothing. They don't know anything about this virus yet. Nobody knows. Nobody really truly knows. It just got to Canada and the United States. It's been in China for 3 months. You know, thousands of people have died. Thousands of people have cases. It's spreading all over the world. What Donald Trump said, I mean, whether it's true or not, who knows, is that if you're healthy, you have a very good chance to beat this. If you're not healthy, if you have heart troubles, if you're elderly, this could become very, very dangerous. This is what we know so far. I mean, I still think it's too early to really identify anything about this, but, you know, they're trying to act like they know everything about this, but if they knew everything about this, why is it already spread out to 67 countries? That's my question. It's like, okay, if you guys have a handle on this, why is it spreading to 67 countries? Clearly you don't have a handle on it. I'm not a fan of Dogecoin. Dogecoin's trash. The only cryptocurrency I'll buy is Bitcoin. Cryptocurrency is very risky, and the only crypto that I like is Bitcoin. I've had to learn that the hard way over the years. I'm not interested in any other coins except for Bitcoin. It's going to be difficult for them to keep the Olympics going, guys. I mean, Japan is having a lot of problems. They're having deaths. They're having outbreaks. They're having, you know, they're trying to contain it as much as they can. Obviously, they don't want to cancel the Olympics, but I don't know, man. I don't think I'd be going to that Olympics. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. All right, guys, I just wanted to share some pics with you guys. Hopefully we've done that. And if there's anything else you guys have in mind, any other pics you think we should talk about, please let me know. Comment on the video. This is Rich from RICHTVLIVE. If you're not winning, you're not watching. We bring you the winners, and we bring them to you first. We talk about them. We analyze them. We break them down. We like to have fun, and we like to make money. It's your boy Rich, and I'm out. Peace. Stay safe, everybody. Get your mask. Get your mask game on. Get your mask game on. Coronavirus sucks.